Hello everyone and welcome to beingDev. In this video we'll look into quantifiers and then we'll see how to make these quantifiers non-greedy, and then we'll look into assertion. Quantifiers means checking that something is present in a string for a particular number of times. For example, x in this case matches 0 or more presence of something. Let's have a look at these examples. So in this case we are matching b in this string. So what that will return is the first match that it will get. So in the first case we'll get b, that is the first match. In the second case we'll get double b from the first match that it matches to, and in the third case it matches to the first match over here because 0b is present before a. That is why we get this empty string. Let's see these examples also. So in this case we are matching same b, but in now b is not present at the starting. So what this will return is empty string for all the three. Why? Because it matches to b not being present at the beginning. So 0 occurrences of b is there at the beginning, that is why it matches to that. Now a quantifier is always greedy by default. What that means is the maximum match that it finds. For example, double b in this case, it returns that. That is, being greedy means, for example, we have something like this. So it returns the maximum b's that it finds. And when we say we can make it non-greedy, that means using another question mark at the end of the expression. So in this case, empty string will return. So non-greedy means it matches the least number of occurrences of the quantifier. Let's move on to the next one, that is plus. So plus matches one or more occurrences of the same thing. Let's look at some examples. As plus matches one or more instances, that is why it doesn't match the 0 times b present at the beginning. It matches the first b and then one or more instances of b. So in this case, not even one instance of b is present, that is why null is returned. Similarly, this one also you can make it non-greedy by using question mark at the end. So it will return the least number of matches that the regular expression matches to. Moving on to next one, that is question mark. So question mark returns 0 or 1 times occurrence of something. So that means it checks, for example, something is present or not. So in the first case over here, it will return empty string. So here it returns empty string. That is because it matches the 0 times b present at the starting of the string. And in the second case we are checking b is present after a or not. So if b is present, that will be returned, otherwise only a will be returned. And in this case we are matching a, b, d and c. We are saying b or d may or may not be present between a and c. Since c is not there, so that is not matched. We can say something like this, and then we can write c over here. So this will be matched because b is 0 and d is 1. So moving on to the next one, that is n. What that does is, if we have a string like, let's say this only, and we are saying b is present 0 or let's say 0 times, so that will match. If you are saying b is present exactly 2 times, that will not match. You will have to have 2 b's over here to match that. And this can also be made non-greedy by using question mark. Why it is returning 2 b's now? Maybe because we need to use b at the beginning. No. Oh, because in this case we need exactly 2 occurrences. So this doesn't leave us with an option of having minimum occurrences or maximum occurrences. So exactly 2 occurrences of b must be there. But in the case when we say 2 or more, or let's say I'm saying 1 or more, so this comma represents or more, and I'm using question mark over here. In this case it will return only one instance. And if I'm not making it non-greedy, so it will return the maximum instances of b that it will find. And similarly the last one, in this we mention a range in which something should be occurred. So for example, I'm saying b should be there for 1 to 4 times. So that is matched, and if it reaches more than 4 times, it will not be matched. But out of these 5 B's, the first 4 has matched because 4 occurrences are there, and as our quantifier is greedy at the time, so it will return all the 4 B's. And if we make it non-greedy, it will return just this. And in case no, for example, we are saying over here 6 to 9 occurrences should be there, so it will not match anything, because at least 6 instances should be there to return a match. And moving on to the next one, that is making the quantifiers non-greedy. So we already discussed about that. All these quantifiers can be made non-greedy by using a question mark at the end. And then let's move on to assertion. So assertion lets us check that something in a string is followed by another. For example, in this case I'm matching another and then matching it with a, then saying it is followed by n, so this will return true. And in case I'm saying anything else, it will not match because a is not followed by e. And similarly the next one where we mention that something is not followed by another, so we need to write it like this and then it will match. And if we type n over here, it will return null because a is followed by n and we are saying a should not be followed by n. So that's all for this video guys. I hope to see you in the next one.